Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this new Fleet Europe video podcast. Today, my guest is Christian Schüler. He is the CEO of Athlon. Christian, welcome to this video podcast. I hope that you are doing well.
Yes, very well. Thanks for having me, Stephen.
It's a pleasure having you. It's the first time that we meet, even in a digital way, and I hope, of course, to meet also with you face to face soon. If I'm not mistaken, Christian, you have been appointed CEO of Athlon about 1 year ago. Do you know the company already quite well? And what are your learnings in that 1 year? It was not the most easy year about our industry.
Yeah, it's almost to the day 1 year that I'm now at Athlon. It's a place where I always wanted to work at since we became one family 5 years ago with the Mercedes-Benz group. And I would say, become a real fan already of Athlon. I'm 25 years in that group. Mercedes-Benz worked in many countries, 7 countries in total, exciting business parts. Worked a lot in the bus and big truck fleets. So just coming here, and my last job was in Brazil actually, just coming here was already a challenge 1 year ago during the pandemic. But it's definitely dynamic times, Stephen. I think we can say that the chip shortage, it has a big impact on our business and also on our customers. So I would say one of the biggest lessons I have learned is to see a team at Athlon that is so dedicated and so agile and also creative to keep our customers mobile and to work with them. So I'm really proud of them and actually very proud to be part of this team, I must say.
Okay. I also saw that you are quite ambitious. In a recent LinkedIn post, you mentioned that you would love to have 500,000, 500,000 vehicles in your fleet in the upcoming 3 years. Can you tell us how many vehicles does Athlon manage today, and how are you going to get to those 500,000 vehicles?
We have today a portfolio of 400,000 cars and vans in our fleet at Athlon in 11 markets in Europe. And we want to grow, as you said, to more than 500,000 in the next 3 years. So that's growth above the market. The demand from our customers is definitely there. So we see that as a realistic ambition on our side. If there is anything that the pandemic brought with it, besides all the horrible effects, it's also that it accelerated some of these trends towards more sustainable products and also towards more flexible products. And the customers are looking for an experienced partner to help them with their economic and also with their ecological ambitions. And for Athlon, that's really part of our DNA, because everything we do, we have the customer in the center of all our activities, because we know it's not just the business, it's about people with needs and with worries and with demands. And we are there to support them, whether it's a small customer or a big customer. And it's really a great and a knowledgeable team with a lot of passion that I have gotten to know. And it's paying off. Stephen, we see that last year we had the best ever results in our customer surveys. Okay. And well, in the Netherlands, we just were awarded also the best leasing company by the fleet managers. So we invested a lot. I can tell you that in the last years, since we became part of Daimler and now the Mercedes-Benz family. And these examples I just mentioned show that this is paying off.
And also one important trend, of course, that we are seeing into the marketplace today is about sustainability and fleet electrification. You mentioned also that you would like to have 50% of your vehicles electrified by 2025. What is the ratio today in terms of electric vehicles at Athlon? And is 50% in 2025, is that really an ambitious target?
Definitely, it's ambitious, and I will tell you why. We have today a share of xEV in our portfolio of around 15% last year. But if we look at deliveries last year, this is increasing. So every fourth car, 25% of all cars were already electric vehicles last year. If we now look at 2025, 50% is the fleet in itself. We're not talking about deliveries. So deliveries will be even much higher than this 50%. So it is definitely ambitious, but it's also realistic. And that's mainly for 3 reasons, because we see that going green is not only our strategy, it's really the strategy of our customers. So number one, more and more customers want to become green, so that's part of their ambition. Number two, the vehicles, there are also much more models coming to the street every day, also with longer ranges. And number three, the infrastructure is really improving, I would say. Also, the legislation is supporting that. Athlon, we are pioneering that. We have been working with electric cars already since 2008 and gained a lot of knowledge and experience there. But even more important than just talking about it, it's also walking the talk. So that's why we transform ourselves. We changed our car policies at Athlon to mobility policies with electric vehicles. So I'm driving myself a full electric vehicle because you have to show that. Yeah? And it's paying off, Stephen. We can see that also really the market is acknowledging that. In Belgium, we just were awarded the SDG Pioneer Award of the United Nations as the first leasing company ever. And also within our Mercedes-Benz group, we are really moving things forward, like our award-winning TCO simulator. And just look at the Mercedes-Benz strategy becoming full electric by the end of the decade. So it's a very innovative company and group that we are in. So it's really happening.
Okay, and what electric car are you driving at the moment?
An EQC, a very nice one.
Okay, good. This year, our industry, let's say, started with a bang. We had the announcement that ALD is going to acquire LeasePlan to become a global mobility giant. Talking about mobility, talking about smart mobility, what can we expect from Athlon in 2022?
On this side, the feedback of our customers is very clear. They want to have always more flexible solutions, more sustainable solutions, and digital solutions. Of course, the people are part of that to shape these solutions and to work together with the customers, co-creating these solutions. And I would say at Athlon, we work very tangible with these topics by just using our 5-step mobility plan. If you have not heard about it, just Google it and you will find out much more about what's behind. It's very simple, but definitely not easy. It asks questions of, how should I travel? And if I travel, why not an electric car? It also says you should compensate your footprint. So it's a very tangible plan that we are working with here. And well, the customers, as I said, they want more flexible products, also more digital products. In terms of flexibility, subscription is key. We just launched new products also in Germany and Spain. You can do any adjustment to the contract as you like. You get the car delivered to your doorstep. So these things are happening. We have that also in many more markets. On the digital side, my Athlon app is a great example where not only the fleet manager, but also the driver can do anything around the vehicle. So it's really nice to see what the trends are and how we are working together with our customers on that side. Yeah? And Athlon Charge is an example which brings green and sustainability together. Yeah? So for everybody who drives an electric vehicle, to bring the charging solutions to the vehicle. And there is a lot of things going on. And maybe you have heard also about our 12,000 euro kilometers road trip we did in Europe to collect experience, to meet customers, to meet all our locations. So it's very nice. And
so plenty of initiatives. Plenty of initiatives in that space. Very good. A final question that I have, you mentioned already that at the moment you are in 11 countries in Europe. What about international expansion? Can we expect international expansion? And then also, of course, you are well known for your partnerships. And we would like to hear from you. What about the partnership in the United States, the partnership with Donlen, as they now have merged with Wheels? So can you tell us a little bit about geographic expansion and the partnerships?
Stephen, our primary focus is in Europe. Of course, we review our international footprint on a regular basis, especially to support our international customers. And for that, we work with many partners around the globe. Donlen Wheels, you mentioned that also due to the connection of ALD, we will mutually end this partnership. But I can look back at a very professional, a very pleasant partnership. So big thanks again to Donlen for everything that we did together since 2011. And as soon as we have news to share with you, we will obviously do that. In the meantime, I would only say, Stephen, we have a lot to do. Growing to those 500,000 units and also with the 50% is a lot to do. And these are really exciting times to shape the future of sustainable mobility. And I can tell you, we are really looking forward to it.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for this really nice discussion, Christian, and I wish you all success with Athlon. And I would also like to invite you already for our Global Fleet Conference, where we will talk about sustainability. And the Global Fleet Conference will take place in Lisbon from the 2nd to the 4th of May. So I hope to see you there. Thank you very much and bye-bye.
Thank you. I'll be there.